Hi, happy Thursday. It's Mary Amy, and I'm coming to you live from New York. And this is Living in the Light. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week, a wonderful day. And if you're not, let's make it wonderful. Life is an adventure. Today I'm going to cover duality, trusting and accepting yourself, empaths and intuitives. Of course, I'll be doing a visualization and I will be telling you the healing properties of black obsidian. Duality. Duality is opposition or contrast, and it's two concepts or aspects of something. And it's like within us we have duality. Sometimes we want to reject parts of ourselves, and that's what makes us original, authentic, and beautiful beings of light. And we all have our own gifts. I speak of coming up with 3 characteristics that make you special. Everyone's special. And when we accept ourselves, when we have unconditional love for ourselves, I say go to your heart and ask your heart how you're feeling. And it's very telling. And maybe you brush it off and you say, I don't have time for that. Or you just don't want to deal with it because it's something that you have to overcome. And you're blocking yourself. If we can find all of the beautiful characteristics of ourselves, which we are imperfect human beings, we can find them and accept them, we will be happier. We will be more whole, and we will be unblocked. We will clear ourselves. So if there's something that's bothering you about yourself, go to it, embrace it, figure out why. If you have pain about something, if you have emotional pain, you have anger, sadness, or fear, what is it from? Is it from a childhood trauma? Is it something that emotionally stunted you and it's blocking you? So let's go to those things that are bothering us inside of our hearts and accept it and embrace it. Because when we go through that, we come out the other side and we will find out that we have more positivity in our life and we have more abundance and we can find our purpose. Trusting ourselves is very important. All of these topics today are really connected. Duality, accepting and trusting ourselves, and being empathic and intuitive. They're all really related to each other. When we trust ourselves, so what does that mean to trust ourselves? Well, right now we can go out into the world and you can go maybe to your occupation, you can go out to be amongst friends, whatever the situation is that's beyond you. So here you are beyond you. You can go out there. And there are moments that you have to trust yourself and you have to accept what your thoughts and words are, what your thoughts about doing something is. Maybe you decide against what everyone else is doing because it's right for you. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition because you know what's best. No one else knows what's best for you. I don't know what's best for you. I'm just making suggestions because I hope that I can shed light on something within you that maybe we need to expand and open. That's all. And so let's trust ourselves. So let's love ourselves and let's trust ourselves and let's accept ourselves. You don't need someone else's approval to make a decision. You don't need to ask 5 people, 10 people, or even one other person. If you are clear and you know your being, you know yourself, you know your mind, body, and spirit, you know what you are capable of, you know what your wishes are. We are born with a beautiful glowing light in our heart. And we need to spark open that and find that beautiful light and that love that's in our hearts. Why? First for yourself, so that you can enjoy this heaven on earth that we're in, this adventure. I speak of living in the present. If you have looping thoughts, maybe you need to ground yourself. And how do you ground yourself? You grab your legs, you imagine your feet firmly planted in the earth's surface. Spend time in nature by a strong, healthy tree because of its energy field. Ground yourself. Live in the present. Here we are in the present. A lot can be accomplished in the present. Let's not spend our life just doing task upon task, rushing. Let's enjoy. Let's have balance and harmony. I suggest working or having something that's fulfilling to you and then having your rest time so that you can reflect. Now, as we ascend, we're ascending together. As we ascend, hi, anybody out there, please write in the chat. I'd love to hear from any comments that you have, and like and subscribe to my videos. I really would enjoy if you wrote in the chat. As we ascend and we raise our consciousness, and how are we doing that? We're starting with love, unconditional love to ourselves. How do we get through that? How can we say in a mirror, I love myself, I accept myself? How can we do that? By accepting every single part of ourselves, letting go of the shame, just embracing it. If there's things that you feel that you did that you're ashamed of, then you need to go to that and accept that and get through it. The other side of this is beautiful. Like I said, it's heaven on earth. If there's someone you need to forgive or ask for forgiveness, do it. Do it today, now, in the present, in this moment. Live in the present. Expand your awareness. Accept yourself. Have self-love. Have that boundary around you. Like I say, 12 inches from your being. That is your energy field. Have your own protection, your sacred being of light. Accept yourself and know that you need to set personal boundaries. And you also need to look at others and be sure that you're allowing them to have their boundaries and you're not pushing on them. Sometimes you come into contact with those who have dramatic qualities. Maybe they're angry, sad, they're in pain. They're all in pain. Let's accept them for who they are. I'm not saying that you have to spend all your time with them, but acknowledge it, that they're obviously going through something. If someone's angry, don't take it personally. They're probably angry at everyone. If they're going through a sad time, why are they going? Just send them love. Let's all embrace each other. Let's create a circle of light, a beautiful circle of light. I'm here. I'm constantly here for you. I'm light and love. And now you're light and love. And then you pass the light and love to someone else. Nothing accepted in return. It's not about getting anything. It's just about being. We can all live together in harmony, and we can have love and light between us. So accept yourself, trust your own intuition, trust that you can make a decision on your own, and accept yourself for all of the beautiful characteristics. Write them down or just say them. 3 amazing abilities that you have and talents that no one else has, and they're there. Maybe you knew them as a child. Maybe you were discovering and identifying your beautiful characteristics as a child. I'm asking you to write them down. There might be something that you have regrets about and that need to be fulfilled, and you're blocking yourself, or someone else has blocked you. We're going to shift away those blockages, shift away that negativity and darkness, and we're going to find your authentic, beautiful, wonderful self. because you're an original being. There's no one else like you. You have an original blueprint DNA that's just yours. And as you ascend to a higher consciousness and a higher vibration, because everything has a vibration, you will discover that you will be going through ascension symptoms, as I talk about. And you will be going through dark night of the soul, which is where you have to deal with all of your traumas and issues and triggers. You will, yourself, and you'll have to be strong and courageous. That's our mantra. I am strong, I'm courageous. Say it with me. I am strong, I'm courageous, because you are. And I'm here supporting you. And you know what happens? As soon as it's very interesting how this you transition and transform. I'm sending you this love and light, an unconditional love and light. And then you're going to unconditionally love yourself, and then you'll pass it to someone else. And before you know it, you will be ascending to a higher consciousness. Now, when you get there, certain things are going to begin to happen to you. You'll become aware of abilities that you had that you never had. You'll probably become more empathic if you're not empathic already. You'll be able to sense what other people are thinking and their intentions and objectives. You'll be able to look from an aerial view. Hi! Hey, Robert! How are you? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me, Robert. I am a good soul. Thank you. You're a good soul. I'm so glad you're here today. Yay! I'm happy to see you. I'm just going to write thank you because I appreciate you for joining me. And so as we ascend and we reach a higher consciousness and a higher vibration, we begin to have these ascension symptoms, which will come in the form of maybe you will sleep more, you will change your eating habits. I went from somebody who ate beef to no longer interested in eating meat. It's not my thing anymore. And well, I eat fish if you consider that beef, meat. And then you'll go through dark night of the soul, and then light codes will come through. So maybe you'll have premonition dreams. Maybe you will experience a light code, a download. And as you raise your vibration, your DNA is being activated, and there is a blueprint in your cells that existed before, within your birth, I guess you could say, in this incarnation. And in that, and you will experience telepathic messages. You will see sacred geometry. This sounds far out there, far, far away, but I'm telling you, it happens. And I'm accepting this now. And I'm asking you to accept yourself and accept others. So an empath, when I say an empath, what does that mean to you? Well, empathy is feeling. It's about feeling. And so an empath is someone who's highly sensitive, emotionally gifted. They absorb and they sense other people's feelings and emotions. And sometimes you can feel what the other person is feeling. So you have to be protective of yourself. And I do that by imagining light around me. And as you ascend and as you become more connected to your love and your vulnerability and your heart, you probably will become more empathic. So you'll care more for others. And that's where service to others comes in. And it's a gift, I have to say. You know, it hurt me for primarily most of my life, 75% of my life, because I didn't really understand it. And so I would feel what other people were feeling. And if I was in a happy mood and then I spent time with someone who wasn't, and you don't have to be empathic for this to experience this, you can be around someone who has troubling issues, or they're lost, have a loss of self, loss of self, and then you can experience that yourself. And I guess it takes time for you to understand it and to maybe set up some a process that you would steps to feel okay. And one of my daughters is experiencing that right now, and I say imagine light, because as you're growing up, you're trying to just get through life and understand it, that when you're having what you think is strange, and you don't know that no one else is feeling these feelings of absorbing other people's feelings and emotions, and you feel things deeply. I can, especially when someone's in passing, if I meet someone who's had someone recently pass, I myself feel their loss. And it's interesting that when you're empathic, people immediately trust you because they feel you have a connection to them. So that's probably one of the reasons why this is my mission and purpose, to send you light, love, and light, and to tell you that I'm here for you, is because of that quality within me. And you have beautiful, lovely qualities within you. And let's accept all our duality. Let's accept all the differences in ourselves. Here we go. So, we might have both of these things going on at once inside of ourselves. We have joy and happiness and love and beauty within ourselves. And then we also have anger and sadness and pain at times. And that's okay. Accept all of those parts of yourself. And maybe there's an affirmation that you would like to do to bring more of a balance, to have more harmony. So these are coexisting. And it's just like we're imperfect and we're perfect at the same time. We can be beautiful and we can be ugly at the same time. And we can have highs and lows at the same, and it's all within the same being. And that's just fine. It's when we go to one of these too much and we don't have balance. So we need to be sure that we have balance within ourselves. And how do we create balance within ourselves? We create balance by having time that we are resting, and that we are also doing fulfilling acts, tasks, and we keep moving. Just keep moving. And we can also find balance spending time in nature. We can find balance that we make sure that our life is balanced. So we have relationships, and we have our craft, our career, our work, whatever we need to fulfill ourselves. And we also have our love for ourselves, right? So relationships, love for ourselves, and doing something that we can appreciate ourselves and others appreciate us. If you feel as though you're in a relationship or you're in a situation, a circumstance that you're not being appreciated, I suggest that you examine if that's healthy for you, if that's going to bring you towards your dreams and goals and wishes and desires. And if it's not, if you're not being appreciated, I'm appreciating you right now. I'm sending you love. I'm supporting you. If you don't feel appreciated, I would suggest steps to leave whatever that situation is. Because let's live in the present. Let's not think about tomorrow, about how things are going to go tomorrow, because we create tomorrow within this moment. This moment matters, what we do right here in this moment. Sometimes it seems like, oh, I'm never going to get there. You will get there. It starts with a thought, words, and actions. If they have alignment, if you have alignment, then you can create anything. You can manifest anything you like. Regular viewer in your Twitch streams. Hi, whoever that is. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I don't know. Thank you. You're a regular viewer. Thank you, viewer. Thank you, KD. Thank you. If you were in my Twitch streams, so I did a Twitch stream, and I would do 2 or 3, I think 2 hours, and I would talk about real life phenomenon, supernatural, and I covered all kinds of topics, which I'm kind of putting to the side right now, like cryptids. I spoke about Bigfoot, and I spoke about extraterrestrials, and I spoke about all kinds of otherworldly ideas and anomalies. And I mentioned giants the other day, and I am going to get there. It's funny. Hi, Katie. It's funny because I was going to mention extraterrestrials today, and I said, no, it's too soon. You gotta let them understand you this far. And anyway, so let's reconfigure our energetic pattern. We all have an energetic pattern. And what that means is each of us that has an existence in this world does things in some kind of repetitive pattern. And if you would like to break out of that, whether it be that there's something that you want to transition into, you would like to shake up your life, and you don't feel happiness, you don't feel as though you can create the love that you want in your life, you want to reconfigure your energetic pattern. So you want to change it up. And how do you reconfigure your energy pattern? By doing things differently. I mentioned try the opposite. That sounds like an extreme. Maybe that's a little bit of an extreme, but change it up. And how do you change it up? Well, it's all within you. You have all of this information within you. I'm making suggestions. I say start, like I said, with 5 humongous goals. Something that you find to be so exciting and blow your mind. If I only did this one thing or this one thing, 5, and then we're going to start to go check them all off, because you're going to have accomplished them, and you're going to feel as though you are living on heaven on earth. Now, as we raise our vibration to a higher frequency, we have been living in a very low vibrational state on this linear matrix, the earth, the old earth. The systems that we were raised in, the education, the government, the health, and just this 9-to-5 grind. Why do we have this 9-to-5 grind? Why are we working so hard? It's enslavement. We've been enslaved, and it's a system that we've been encouraged to exist in. And that's 3D. That's the 3-dimensional timeline. When I say 3D, when I say the matrix, it's that grind. I don't know if you're feeling happy living in that grind. So we're trying to we're having a collective consciousness of a higher vibration and a higher frequency, and you can fulfill your dreams and your desires and your wishes in a higher frequency. And how do you start? With love, 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 unconditional love, service to others, compassion to others. And it will eke in. I'm going to share with you, when I first started speaking of light, divine energies started reaching out to me. They came through within angels. Angels are a source of divine energy and light. And I can tell you, it matters. It really matters, because it's like a miracle. You start to feel as though you experience miracles. And maybe a miracle can come through with you, and you thought it was impossible. It was an impossibility that this circumstances was going to come true for you, and it does. And it might be an angelic energy. It might be divine energies that are carrying you through the situation. Maybe you avoid an accident, you avoid some tragedy. It's divine energies. So angels are immortal beings of light. They come from the heavens to earth. They're here to protect humanity. They're messengers of God. They're non-gender. There's 9 ranks of angels. They're here to protect us, and they're messengers, and they come from the heavens. And if you ask for angels, they will come for you. They will be around you. You will feel their presence. I sense an archangel right here. It wasn't always there. I sense it in the last 6 weeks. And years ago, I had a dream with this archangel, and this archangel is here now with me. I believe I have guardian angels behind me. We are all born with guardian angels from the time we're here on this new earth, Gaia. So ask them if you need them. Ask for help. We all need help at times. So there's divine energies here to protect and love you. I know this because I've had dreams of them. I've seen them in my third eye. And they're not just here for me. They're here for everyone. You just have to ask, and they will come for you. They will come, and they will be there, and they will help you. Maybe they'll shoot a message in your brain and tell you something to save you from a situation that would be hurtful for you. I don't know, but I'm just suggesting it. That's how you can raise your vibration. You can raise your vibration through nature, spending time in nature, seeing a sunrise. I always say, I light on the horizon. I see this rectangle, and it has a beautiful, beautiful sunrise. It's like my mind memorized it. My being memorized this beautiful sunrise. Light on the horizon. Good things are coming. A difficult situation will improve, and it's the unconscious source of the grand awakening. So let's awaken ourselves to a higher vibration, a higher consciousness. Awareness will help us, and it's not just going to help you in a spiritual sense. It's going to help you in a mental sense and an emotional sense. How do you get awareness? Well, you can get awareness by doing a visualization or meditation, and that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so let's relax. Let's let out a breath. We're reconfiguring our energy pattern. We're becoming more empathic. We're becoming more intuitive. Being an intuitive is an instinctual way of knowing. You sense things about people. Maybe you'll develop telepathic abilities. When you become awakened, that's what you're headed for. When you ascend, that's what will happen. You will become intuitive. All the intuition will kind of take over, and you will decide things through your heart and your spirit rather than your brain. So let's do this visualization together. So I'd like you to relax, sit, or lay down comfortably. If you can't do this now, maybe you can tune back in later and you can watch it after I post it. So we're going to do a visualization, which is guided mental imagery in your mind's eye. I say it's your third eye, your mind's eye. So you're seeing things with your eyes closed because you've opened up your brain, you've expanded your consciousness and awareness, and you're seeing things in your mind, your mind's eye. All right, so let's relax. Let's sit or lay down comfortably. Blessings. Oh, close your eyes. No. Blessings. Our intention today is for your brain and heart to join with you in a stream of spinning light. So let's realize connecting your mind, body, spirit to divine light will shed darkness in yourself and unblock your true purpose and passions. Your streaming light visualization begins now. So again, please find a comfortable spot, sit or lay down. So as you close your eyes and you begin to relax your mind and body, we're going to breathe out old energy. We're going to let go of thoughts before this moment, and we're going to deeply breathe 3 times, inhale and exhale, and we're going to do it in a 12 count. I'm going to do it with you. So you're relaxing because we're going to encourage to connect to your mind, body, spirit with light. So let's inhale and exhale 3 times together. So as we relax our bodies, let's check for stress or tension. From the top of your head, your crown chakra, to the tip of your toes, relax your body. Maybe you want to tense up your body and then release. We're going to gain some serenity and stillness during these moments. Now, as you feel you're fully relaxed, maybe you need to let out a breath, say some words to get you there, and just accept this moment of peace and stillness. Now, as you become aware of a stream, you will see a stream of light. And this stream of light is going to encircle your entire body. And as the stream of light circles your entire body, you feel a sense of relief. And it comes over your entire being. And your spirit knows that this is good. Now this light begins to turn into a band of light that is a foot wide, and this band of light is glistening and vibrant, and powerful sparks of light touch your arms, your elbows, your hands. And you feel this light, and this light is spinning clockwise 3 times. Honestly, you feel peace and purity and comfort. This stunning stream of light has colors, and it now spins counterclockwise in a direction 3 times. It's freeing you from all toxic negative energy. The band of light begins to expand, moving closer and closer, and you have excitement and hope as you are engulfed by this beautiful band of light that's glistening and vibrant. And this band of light expands. It's no longer a fantasy. The dreams you wished for are here. You feel this light, and you feel closeness to this light, and you accept this light. Accepting yourself, this light offers you happiness and love. The love that is in every pore, cell, organ, all your flesh, all your bones. Your spirit is awakened. Your brain and heart join and gain strength. The past is gone. You have power to find whatever this light will bring you. It slowly diminishes old thoughts and patterns and past mindsets. And you're going to surrender today. And you're going to accept a feeling of joy and peace and grace. Let's stay in this moment. This light gives you love, and you embrace it. I will count backwards to 3, and you will open your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Well, I feel as though that visualization was really connected to a lot of what we've already covered about reconfiguring your energy pattern, about feeling a sense of joy releasing old mindsets. You know, the matrix and the linear world, the 3D, has kept you in an energetic pattern. Let's be a thinker out of the box. Let's consider there's another reality, another version of you. And let's accept that version of you. You will find as you awaken and you become more full of light and love, that those that are dramatic and toxic will not want to be around you. They will leave your existence. Unless, of course, they want to transition as you have. Everyone will and must transition to a higher consciousness, because the light that's coming on the earth right now is sharing all the darkness and negativity, and there's certain people, individuals, beings that are darkness and evil, and we are seeing all of them, and we must acknowledge exactly what that is and make a decision where we stand, because we are sovereign beings. We do not have to give permission to anything or anyone if we feel uncomfortable with it. And there's definitely a duality going on planet Earth right now, as I spoke about duality going on within ourselves. We do not have to accept out here, outside of ourselves, anything negative or dark or evil, unless we choose to. And you will see there's more of a divide. Exactly. You will see exactly what kind of being someone is. Now, when I encounter negativity or darkness, whether it's in someone's emotions, whether it's an energy, a negative entity, an evil entity, when it comes to me, I do not approach it with any kind of low vibrational emotions. I don't get angry. If I do, I stop myself and I say, light, love, 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 love. Because negative energies endorse other negative energies. It builds them up. If you want to stifle, diffuse a negative energy, a negative individual, a negative entity, you need to send it light. So initially, you're not going to be able to do that unless you really love yourself and you're really in love, unconditional love, 24/7. So it's a process. You'll get better at it. So what do? I wrap light around it. If someone or something comes to me negative, I wrap light around it. I visualize, like I do during visualizations. I spin light around it, because negative energy does not like that. Beings like that run from me. They run from me because they can't do anything against me. I literally visualize love coming from my heart and going to that being. I want those beings to be okay. Some of them will never be okay because they're not necessarily human. I don't know what they are. They're not human. A human energy being, a person, can transition and transform to love and light. A dark entity cannot. That's where it lives. Anyway, moving on. I'm so happy that everyone's here today. I want to remind you, by expanding your mind through stillness, through living in the present, through doing some meditation, spending time in nature. Maybe you feel a visualization or meditation is boring to you, or you just don't get it. Well, let's just say what a meditation really is. It's more or less about breathing, and it's about letting go. If you're feeling you're in a situation, or a circumstance at your career or in a relationship or just in life, and you are stuck. You are stuck. Start breathing. Be sure that you're letting out a breath. You know, I go to my exercise classes and they say when you're doing something difficult, be sure you're breathing. Well, I'm saying sometimes life offers us difficult and tragic. Be sure you're breathing. Let out a breath. Let out a breath right now. And that's really all meditation is. It's about going to your breath and focusing on your breath and leaving other thoughts. And during a visualization, what is that? I'm really the positive aspect of a visualization is to spark the light that's in your heart, to spark it. You know, because there's nothing we can control out here. We can only control this. We can create the life that we would like to live, the reality, the realm, through our thoughts, our words, and our actions, if they're in alignment, if they're virtuous. Virtuous actions create happiness. Non-virtuous actions create suffering. Not everyone wants to go this road. Maybe a little bit. But again, we're all going to have to ascend because more light's coming on. The great solar flash is coming. What is that? That is when there's going to be a blinding light that's going to hit the earth. We're getting to that. It's coming. And when that happens, everyone will have to ascend. And as we ascend, we're all going to have to go to our issues. We're all going to have to deal with our stuff. And you're going to have to make a decision. Would you like to ascend to 5D or stay in 3D? But you know what's going to happen is we're going to all remember and be activated to our original authentic self. The little baby that you were born. And that little baby was beautiful and lovely and had beautiful glowing light in its heart. And so we're crack opening that and we're shifting away the darkness. We're accepting all our duality. We're accepting ourselves. We're loving ourselves. We're forgiving others. We're sharing compassion with others. It's pretty simple stuff, right? Okay, before I go, I want to share with you Black Obsidian. And what is that? So these are Black Obsidian gemstones, and they are from the earth. They have healing properties. Like I say, you can put them on your crown chakra, you can put them on your third eye, and you can place them in your home because they denote a vibration that is healing. So a Black Obsidian, this is helpful, gives you a spiritual connection, and it's also protective. It's like a shield for darkness, from darkness. So maybe if you're feeling that your heart's in pain, maybe you want to place them on your heart. Maybe you are not speaking enough of yourself and your truth, so you want to put them on your throat chakra. Maybe you want to work more on your intuition, and you put them on your third eye chakra. So it increases self-control. We all need some of that sometimes. And it helps people come to terms with negativity, and it helps release the negativity. It helps ground you. I spoke of grounding. So maybe holding these, and I do feel it, just like when I held the stones yesterday, you can feel, if you're very clear, you can feel what it's giving you. And this just actually helps me feel like I have cement boots on. Interesting. And it's a very powerful cleanser of your psychic self. So I guess just holding this helps to ground you and bring more healing to yourself and brings more of you out of who you really are. And it will actually protect you psychically. So if someone's sending you psychic They're battering you psychically. And that can happen. And what does that mean? Well, some people actually are really aware of everything that I'm saying, and they are on the darker side. They know all of what we're talking about, and they're on the darker side, so they use it against you. So you have psychic attacks. Maybe you have a psychic attack on your social media. And what does that mean exactly? That means that someone is really spelling out hate towards you. And that can come in the form of they actually say it to you, or they send it to you on social media, or they're just thinking it. And so because they know how to work things psychically. So these gemstones, black obsidian, can help during psychic attacks. When you get to a place that you have pure love in your heart, and you are not trying to hurt anyone, you're really coming from a place of peace and calmness, psychic attacks will happen less and less because they can't get to you. A psychic attack can get to you if there's an opening within you, if there's a vulnerability. When we don't deal with our issues and our traumas in our lives, and we push it away, or we compress it, or we just keep going after other people, it's a distraction from what's really going on within you. And we all have issues. We all have had traumas in this lifetime. And usually that's happened to you as a child. I have mentioned to you that I have abandonment issues, and I'm working on that. And that comes through in relationships. So if I avoid relationships, then I don't get abandoned, right? However, then will I ever be happy? And I experienced abandonment as a child. I felt very abandoned. And I also experienced low self-worth because I was criticized. And I'm not saying any of that was intentional to me. However, it's true, it's real. And it's taken a long time for me to get beyond that and those issues within me, but those will come up. So you might have different issues. Maybe everyone's different. Maybe you have issues that you were experienced anger around you, or it could be even as harmful as violence. And so you have post-traumatic stress. Maybe you have severe trauma. Maybe none of these things happened to you. Maybe you just had a very fantastic dreamlike childhood. And when you went out into the world, if things didn't go well, you couldn't understand why. However, these are all going to be issues within you so that you have balance within your life. We can have balance within ourselves if we're just by ourselves. I'm balanced. I'm not dealing with anything. But what about when I go out into this reality? Will I have balance? And I have to create balance outside of myself as well, because whatever's not balanced within you will show up out in the world. It will come forward. And it will come through. Maybe you'll know it because you won't feel good anymore. You'll feel upset, or you want to avoid something. I say don't avoid things. Go right to it. Go right to it. Go through it. Be strong and courageous. I'm also going to remind you about affirmations. I am trying to be more patient, and it's a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I'm trying desperately to be more patient. And I tend to, as a creative being, because I'm super creative and I'm always thinking of ideas, I jump to the next thing. I love to create, and I love to experience something new. But now I'm trying to be more patient in all aspects of my life. And maybe you'll come up with your own, something else, something that you are looking for within yourself or in relationships. Maybe it's about work, I don't know, or career, something that's fulfilling. It's up to you. These are all suggestions because I'm hoping to shed more light on your authentic self. So I love you, and I'm here for you, and I want good things for you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. It's Thursday, and you join me again tomorrow. I'm here. I'm doing these every day. I'm going to take off the weekend. I have plans. I hope you have plans, good things. So let's create the 5 humongous goals. Let's remember that. Let's speak of our 3 wonderful characteristics and talents and abilities that you have that make you authentic and special. Maybe it's you're an amazing artist. Maybe you can write. Maybe you're great in relationships. Maybe you are a super athlete. You have at least 3. You probably have 100, but let's say 3. You have 3 characteristics that make you special. So let's find stillness today. Take 15 minutes and have stillness, which means quiet, peace. So when you have stillness and you want to create stillness, you're going to open up your senses. So I'll walk you through it quick before we go. We're going to let out a breath first to create stillness within your being. And you're going to close your eyes. And it's just going to be complete and utter quiet. You're going to turn off your phones, your computers. You're going to close the door if you're in a room. Maybe you're outside doing it. And you're going to just be in that moment. Now, what you're going to do with your senses are, you're going to listen as far as your ears can take you. You're going to imagine that there's no walls if you're inside. And how far can you hear? What can you hear? Can you hear down the road? Can you hear everything that you can hear? So you're going to really, really intensely listen, have peace and quietness. Do it for 5 minutes. And this will help to expand your awareness and make more room in your brain if you're feeling overwhelmed. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'm sending you love and light, and I'm here for you. I'm giving you support. And I know there's something that I've forgotten, but I'm going to keep moving because that's what I say. Keep moving, keep moving. So again, let's love ourselves, unconditionally love ourselves, accept yourself, trust your intuition, your gut. Allow yourself to make your own decisions. Okay? And let's allow ourselves to be more empathic and have more intuitive abilities, because we all carry them, and we're ascending. And you're in here in this circle of light that I'm creating. We're creating a circle of light, and you're making a wish, a beautiful wish, whatever it is that you want, maybe something from your list of 5 humongous goals. Divine energies will come to you. Ask for the angels. I'm sending you love and light. Be well. Have a wonderful day. And I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye. Oh, say bye to Elsa. Little baby Elsa, where are you? That's my Havanese Kinsir. She's my partner here. She gives me support. Okay, everyone be well. Bye. Oh, there's Just the company is a form of light. Love your dress, gorgeous. Thank you, Mary, for sharing this. Oh, thank you so much. And I love receiving info in the chat. Love to all of you. You're awesome. Be well and accept yourself. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Bye. Love to. Yep.